A series of brutal murders rocked the city. 17 people dead. Police traced the crimes to a single suspect, and tonight, they move in hard. When officers storm the building, they find Woo-Gyeom mid-surgery, scalpel in hand, a terminal cancer patient on the table. In the refrigerator, human organs and biological samples. Prosecutor Cha takes over the interrogation. Woo-Gyeom is unervingly calm. He explains everything without flinching. He's been developing a drug capable of curing almost all terminal diseases. The organs were for clinical research. The cancer patient on his table? She would have been fully healed if you hadn't kicked the door in. When Cha demands to know how many people he killed, Woo-Gyeom picks up a pen and draws a 0. 17 people died. But those 17 deaths will save millions. So mathematically, I killed no one. Cha is disgusted. To him, a murderer is a murderer. Full stop. But not everyone agrees. Enter Han-Jun, a lawyer who takes on conscience cases, not for fame, but to fund his daughter's medical bills. She's deteriorating fast. The one lead he had, a drug merchant who claimed to have a cure, has just gone completely silent. Then journalist Joe reaches out with a strange offer. A man in a jail cell is requesting Han-Jun specifically as his defense attorney. That man, Woo-Gyeom. Han-Jun is skeptical. Why would a notorious serial killer want him? Not some high-powered law firm. He meets Woo-Gyeom anyway. The conversation stops him cold. Woo-Gyeom already knows his daughter's name, her diagnosis, her prognosis, and then the gut punch. That drug merchant you were counting on? His medicine never would have saved her. But I can. Han-Jun doesn't believe him. Not yet. But Woo-Gyeom has one card left to play. Go find Kong. Han-Jun tracks down a young man named Kong, a former polio patient who once lived in a wheelchair. When Han-Jun finds him, Kong is walking, running, even, laughing with friends. Zero trace of his condition remains. Han-Jun's hands shake. This is real. He goes back to Woo-Gyeom and takes the case. The prosecution comes out swinging. Cha presents crime scene photos, 17 bodies, dismembered and destroyed. He argues Woo-Gyeom's real motive was never medicine. The first victim on the list? The drunk driver who caused Woo-Gyeom's car accident years ago. The man who put him in a coma and walked away without punishment. This wasn't science, Cha tells the court. This was revenge. Han-Jun doesn't argue back, not yet. He calmly announces that at the next hearing, 6 former terminal patients cured by Woo-Gyeom will take the stand. Outside the courtroom, Woo-Gyeom leans in close to Han-Jun. Get me a reduced sentence, or your daughter dies. Han-Jun's back is against the wall. He has no choice but to push forward. Han-Jun and journalist Joe dig into the backgrounds of all 17 victims. What they find is stunning. Every single one had a criminal record. Every one escaped legal punishment through loopholes or bribery. Joe publishes an article that flips public opinion overnight. If every person Woo-Gyeom killed was a criminal who escaped justice, who is the real monster here? The internet erupts into 2 camps. Those demanding execution, and those calling him a dark savior. Meanwhile, Han-Jun uncovers something explosive at the next hearing. During medical school, Woo-Gyeom submitted a research proposal to a powerful corporation called Chaewoon Medical Center. The proposal outlined the exact same drug he claims to have developed now, and at the time, it was praised and validated by their top scientists. Then his accident happened, and everything went quiet. Here's the truth Woo-Gyeom has been sitting on the whole time. After waking from his 3-year coma, his body had changed. His blood had mutated, carrying rare healing agents capable of treating terminal illness. His own blood is the drug. Han-Jun presents lab results confirming this in court, then makes a bold move. He requests a live medical demonstration. Let Woo-Gyeom treat a real terminal patient in front of the entire court. Cha pushes back. A courtroom proves crimes. It doesn't host magic shows. But Han-Jun has already gone public, telling reporters on camera, if Woo-Gyeom is lying, he will personally surrender his law license. No going back now. While the appeal plays out, Woo-Gyeom is sent to a detention facility. Inside, one inmate is the brother of one of his victims, and he wants blood. That night, a group closes in on Woo-Gyeom. But before anyone touches him, Woo-Gyeom collapses in convulsions. He's rushed to hospital, exactly as planned. Han-Jun had secretly passed him a list of inmate medical files. Woo-Gyeom chose one, a man born with congenital foot damage. During the chaos, he treated the man using his own blood. Within hours, the injury was completely healed. Han-jun submits the evidence to the judge. The judge plans to reject it until an article goes viral. Serial killer Woo-Gyeom saves a life behind bars. The judge has no choice. The medical demonstration is approved. A terminally ill boy is selected as the subject. Woo-Gyeom is brought in, handcuffs removed, blood drawn. The procedure begins. 24 hours later, the boy wakes up. Every health indicator, normal. The headlines explode. Woo-Gyeom's name is everywhere. Han-jun has won the argument. But the real battle is only just beginning. That night, a powerful stranger arrives at Han-jun's office, the chairman of Chaewoon Medical Center. He wants to mass-produce Woo-Gyeom's blood as a pharmaceutical product. He needs Han-jun to help convince Woo-Gyeom to cooperate. Han-jun gives no answer. Something about this man feels deeply wrong. At the final hearing, both sides give everything they have. The cures are unstable. Patients relapsed. This man cannot be set free on the basis of a miracle. Han-jun, those relapses happened because patients ignored Woo-Gyeom's instructions and returned to conventional hospitals. Two incompatible treatments collided. That caused the damage, not him. The judge delivers the verdict, no death sentence. Instead, Woo-Gyeom is placed inside a medical isolation facility under Chaewoon Medical Center, where he will spend his life treating terminal patients as a form of redemption. Ankle monitor on. Guards posted 24/7. But alive. And healing. It seems like a resolution. It isn't. Prosecutor Cha, facing transfer after his courtroom loss, refuses to quit. He digs into Dr. Han, the physician who first discovered Woo-Gyeom's blood mutation, and finds she has vanished. Then she turns up dead. Cha starts pulling threads. The illegal human experimentation case from years ago, quietly buried. Who buried it? His own superior, the head prosecutor. The politician who pushed for Woo-Gyeom's execution, also involved. And surveillance cars outside Dr. Han's home, registered to Chaewoon. The most devastating discovery. When Woo-Gyeom was lying in his coma, Chaewoon was already experimenting on him, with his mother's signature allegedly obtained as consent. But Woo-Gyeom's mother never even knew her son had been in an accident. She searched for him desperately, deteriorated from grief, died of a heart attack, her body found beneath a bridge. Chaewoon had Woo-Gyeom exactly where they wanted him all along. Inside Chaewoon's facility, Woo-Gyeom confronts the chairman directly. I know you have my research notebook. It's worthless without me. No one else understands my blood. No one else can control these experiments. Without me, your mass production dream is nothing. That night, he makes his move. Days earlier, Dr. Han, before her murder, had smuggled Woo-Gyeom a map of the facility's movement routes. She'd also bought off key staff members. Lights go out across the building. Woo-Gyeom neutralizes the guards and disappears into the dark stairwell. Han-jun is waiting outside with a car. But Chaewoon's vehicles are already in pursuit. A high-speed chase. A crash. Woo-Gyeom is injured. Journalist Joe buys them just enough time to escape. They reach a safe house, and waiting inside is Han-jun's daughter, rushed there by his wife. Woo-Gyeom doesn't hesitate. Injured, exhausted, barely standing. He draws his own blood and injects it into the girl. Then he collapses. Han-jun's daughter survives. The surgery worked. And now, for the first time, Woo-Gyeom tells Han-jun everything. Before the accident, Woo-Gyeom was a small-town prodigy, top of his medical school class, living with his mother, beloved by his community. The night of his crash, he was on his way to meet Dr. Han, who had read his research paper and wanted to connect. He never made it. When Woo-Gyeom was brought to Chaewoon's hospital, he had no ID on him. His blood tests revealed something extraordinary. To the chairman, a man obsessed with curing terminal illness, Woo-Gyeom was a perfect test subject. So they kept him. In secret, hidden inside the hospital walls. His mother spent months desperately searching. But Chaewoon had paid off the police, who told her Woo-Gyeom had died in the accident. She didn't believe them. She started investigating. She dug deeper. And she found it. Evidence of Chaewoon's illegal experiments on unidentified patients, those with no family and no one to fight for them. She was getting too close. So Chaewoon had her killed. Her body was found under a bridge. Ruled a heart attack. Case closed. When Woo-Gyeom finally woke from the coma, Dr. Han helped him escape Chaewoon's grip. He returned home and found his mother's investigation files. Every document, every lead, every name she had traced before they silenced her. That's how he knew about Han Jun, Cha, and journalist Joe. They were all on his mother's list, people she had planned to approach for help. Woo-Gyeom didn't just become a killer. He became his mother's unfinished investigation. Prosecutor Cha closes in on Chaewoon. He's gathered the evidence. He has the search warrant. But his superior blocks every move, because the head prosecutor is in Chaewoon's pocket. Cha doesn't stop. Because he has leverage now, the head prosecutor has been secretly enabling a corrupt politician's shell companies. Cha slams the file on his superior's desk. Sign the warrant, or I burn you both. The warrant gets signed. Police raid Chaewoon. But the chairman has already disappeared, meeting with panicking shareholders, promising to fix the crisis. He had Woo-Gyeom cornered in the facility. He had the research notebook. He had everything. Now it's all falling apart. That night, Woo-Gyeom confronts the chairman face to face and tries to kill him. Why did you go this far? Woo-Gyeom demands. The chairman's answer is the most disturbing thing in this entire story. He was also one of Chaewoon's test subjects. As a small child, he voluntarily offered himself as his father's experiment because he wanted to help his father's research succeed. I'm not like you, the chairman says. I chose this. Woo-Gyeom raises the blade. He cannot let another monster be born from this madness. And then, police sirens. Officers flood the scene. A shot is fired toward Woo-Gyeom. Han-Jun steps in front of the bullet. Bleeding, barely standing, Han-Jun looks at Woo-Gyeom. Stop. We're both exhausted. It's over. Woo-Gyeom lowers his weapon. He walks toward the police, knowing exactly what comes next. One officer raises his gun and fires. Woo-Gyeom falls into the river. Death's Flower is one of those dramas that doesn't let you get comfortable, ever. Woo-Gyeom killed 17 people. He also saved hundreds. His mother was murdered. His body was stolen. His entire life was hijacked by a corporation that saw him as a resource, not a human being. Does that justify what he did? The show never fully answers. It just holds the question in front of your face and makes you sit with it. And that final twist? A man we watched get shot and fall into a river, calling from the other side? This story has more lives than a cat. The real villain was never Woo-Gyeom. It was the system that created him. If this recap kept you glued, smash that like button and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Drop a comment below. Was Woo-Gyeom a hero, a villain, or something the world doesn't have a word for yet? Let's talk.